before we go on one step further, I'm just going to get Kim to come up and share with you, and I'll share as well. Both of us have been on a cleanse. I always start every year with a cleanse. And this past year, I was very excited. I finally had enough money to get all the dental work that I wanted done. And with my good friend Bonnie in the back, I had a health trust so it could be 100% deductible, all $7,000 of it, and had all the mercury pulled out of the rest of my mercury out of my mouth. Well, that was even done naturally. I had 30,000 units of vitamin C by intravenous. While I was having that done, I was on oxygen, so I wouldn't inhale the mercury. I had all of the bells and whistles that you can imagine, because I am proactive about that. And darned if I couldn't figure out why my face was breaking out again, because remember, the skin is the third kidney. It's how we eliminate. So started the cleanse, and I'm almost back to acne land. I'm almost back to a teenager. I'm not 65. So anyways, it's actually exciting to watch your body respond, because it's a laboratory, and it's very cool when you can have that experience where you're from the outside in looking in and saying, what is my body doing? And just go with the flow and keep things moving. So very encouraged. So, and Kim has you don't know where some of those toxins come from. We think we live in a pretty clean environment, but I love her story, so I'm going to let her share.
We mistakenly bought a piece of furniture from Costco. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but when we opened the box, of course it doesn't come assembled. When we opened up the box, we noticed a tremendous odor in the house. And of course, being a smart girl, I left. And I went and did my work, and I came back, and my husband was still putting the unit together, but he was a little bit wobbly. And I said, what is that smell? It was just amazingly toxic smell in the house. But I was so excited about the bookcase, oh, what the heck, we just put it in my office, and we put the books up and everything else. And my husband went to bed, and I stayed up, and I was working away, and I started to get woozy. My head started to get, it was pounding. It was just absolutely pounding. And every time my heart pounded, you could feel it. I could feel it in my head. And I lay down, and I went to bed, and I thought, oh, God, I must have eaten something. Anyway, so I went to bed, and the headache just got worse and worse and worse, and I was getting to the point where I thought I might have to go to emergency, because I was getting quite frightened. And in the morning, of course, what else are you going to do but phone Barb? And I said, help, help, help. Something's going on here. My head is pounding. And then I thought about the bookcase. I thought, wait a minute, there's a connection between the toxicity of the lacquer that they sprayed this bookcase with and this. So Barb recommended taking some of the products, or the microhydrin specifically, and some of the others, and I powered those down, and within hours I was feeling much, much better. So I went from thinking I would have to go to emergency, to feeling considerably better. But you're right, you just don't know where these toxins are coming from. And they're all over. They're in all the plastics, and especially your car. It's just the worst for plastics.
Right.
And
Even a Ferrari?
Sorry?
Even a Ferrari?
I'm working into a Ferrari. Well, I'm a Ferrari in waiting.
Okay.
And talking about cleansing and detox as well, the last cleanse I went on, I shed or released 10 pounds, and I never did get an ounce of that back. And this time I'm down another 10. So I plan on continuing that. But learning more every time I see these presentations, and knowing that your body is toxic, and the fat hangs on, so it's protecting you. And I think that's why the cleanses work so well, because it's ridding the toxins, and the fat goes, my job's done.